Hello, fellow entrepreneurs. Welcome to my channel. This is where I share business lessons I learned throughout my entrepreneurial career. In each one of these little bite-sized videos, I'll share a message I experienced as an accomplished business owner, business advisor, and a management consultant. Thanks to all of you who have already left comments. And for those of you who are new, first time here, please subscribe so that you won't miss any upcoming lessons. In this session, I'm going to talk about leases, why they're important, what to look for, what not to look for, and how to try and protect yourself. These are people in small business ownership don't realize how much money that they commit to when they sign a lease. It's really important. I've signed many leases throughout my business career, and each one is different. First of all, you have to decide what's the purpose of the lease. In my first lease, it was a retail business. So it was really crucial that I had an exclusive contract. It was in a strip mall. Some of you may sign a lease in a major indoor mall. Wherever your little space is, if you're relying on retail traffic, you don't want a major competitor right next door to you. So if you can, try and get exclusive rights. In other words, let's say you sell jewelry. Well, you don't want a jewelry store in the same area where you are. Or let's say you're a coffee shop. You want exclusivity on that particular area. I want to give you an example. My brother was starting a restaurant that was going to specialize in selling hot dogs from Chicago. He was putting it into another state. The mall where he wanted to go had a little outlot, a building, and he was ready to negotiate the contract. And then the mall owners at the same time were negotiating a space with Costco. Costco had in their contract that they had to be the only ones who exclusively sold hot dogs in their little food court. So my brother, they would not give him the lease. Take a look at the length of your lease. How long are you committing yourself to? You don't want to commit yourself to any longer than you have to, and you don't want to sign a lease that's too short so that they can raise your rents. This is a real problem from some people who were in the retail business. They were there for years, and all of a sudden the lease is up and the rents went 2-3 times more than what they were used to paying. So a lease can really make or break your business. So understand what it is you're signing. Also, who does the repairs in the building? Getting back to my brother, he rented a former restaurant site. It turned out that the owners who owned the building, he found major structural problems with the building, which is why it was empty, but they wouldn't do any of the repairs. He got into a legal battle. So you really have to understand the nuances of your lease. You also have to understand, if you're in a retail lease, what can happen if they decide to tear up the street? What can happen if the owner of the strip mall you're in decides to tear up the parking lot? Now your customers can't park anywhere. How do you handle these things? It's really crucial that you get a good real estate attorney. And I would also recommend getting a really good commercial real estate agent. These two players will be so important on your team when you're negotiating retail space. Now, if you're negotiating for an office and you don't have to worry about foot traffic and you just need convenience, or you need to make sure that your employees or you have a place to work, well, then you're going to look for different things. It's not as crucial maybe for you to have exclusivity. You're going to have to take a look to see what percentage of the maintenance to the building you're going to have to be responsible for. All of these little things are crucial in your lease. So be careful. Know what it is you're signing, because in most cases, as a small business owner, you're going to have to sign a personal guarantee on this lease. It's very rare for a company to give a lease to a small business just on the credit of the business itself, especially if you're brand new. It's very rare that that'll happen. So make sure you check with an attorney and you check with a commercial real estate agent to know what it is that you're signing. So you have to understand the exclusivity, and you have to understand the length of term. You have to understand all the fees, and you have to understand when is it that they can raise your rent, or under what terms that they can remove you from the space. Really, really important. Leases are something that I've signed throughout my entire entrepreneurial career. And I know how crucial it is to read the fine print. It's something that people don't want to get involved with. Small business owners get so excited that they're going to open the doors. Don't rely on even the experts to tell you what's in the lease. Read it yourself. And if you don't understand it, ask the questions. What does this mean? What am I signing? What am I paying for? What am I committing to? Because you could be committing to hundreds of thousands of dollars in rentals for going forward in the future if you don't realize what you're signing. Good luck to you. Please leave some comments. Please send me an email with your other questions so that I can include them in future programs. And I'm wishing all of you the greatest business success. Thank you.